Coming at you with a Machamp Persian deck that I used to clean up an easy and quick 5 wins in the Pokemon Pocket event that's going on right now. The core of this deck was featured in the new Tournament Decks Roundup that we had earlier, and I kind of cleaned up some of the details, and I was really impressed with this build. I think it's going to quickly become my favorite way to play Machamp. Machamp EX is a really powerful pocket card when it all comes together. It's got a high HP pool at 180, and it cracks for 120 every single turn. When you curve out going second and get Machamp into deal 20, Machoke into deal 50, Machamp into deal 120 on 1, 2, 3, it feels quite unstoppable, which leaves the question, how do we maximize the deck in the games where that doesn't happen? In enter Meowth, as well as Kangaskhan, as ways to either draw more cards to find our Machamps more consistently, or Kangaskhan can have a beefy HP pool to help us set up. Meowth's been a card that I've been low on in the past, but the innovation of playing a copy of Persian really kind of sealed this card as feeling pretty reasonable for me in this shell. Not only does the Persian crack your opponent for 40 damage on occasion, letting you put out damage when your opponent's not expecting it, but it's kind of an extra copy of Potion in a way, letting us buy an extra turn for that Meowth to take damage while we set up our stage 2 in the background that Meowth helped draw us into. At any rate, I hope you enjoy the games. They're actually going to be completely uncut and unedited because there wasn't a lot of downtime in them, and I wanted to show you that we did the clean, full event run with any YouTube magic. Never forget, any deck can easily be undefeated in a YouTube video with good editing work. This run is all its own. Enjoy. Would love a Pokeball. Thank you for asking. Lee? Howdy, Yeeto. How do you get the cursor that you use? Part of the LD player emulator I'm using. Just their default cursor setup. Jeff playing Meowth, I never thought I would see it. So, one of the many things that makes me a good card game player, and that you could emulate at home to be a better card game player, is taking the time to play games with cards that you think are bad in theory to get more experience with them, to see if your opinion changes after playing with them. And maybe it won't. And maybe you'll just be like, yep, still really not into Meowth, doesn't seem great. But maybe it will. And you'll be like, oh, I should play with this card some more. I will say, and this is one of the things I liked about this build that I saw, is that Persian being included in this deck means that your Meowth is not just a card that draws cards, it's a card that can deal damage and punish a slow start here like this from our opponent. Is not a thing I've seen a lot of Meowth builds doing. Persian's a pretty alright card. Whenever you go first, you don't want to play your bench Pokemon out to start. You want to play your researches and your Pokeballs first. You might draw cards that make you change your mind about which Pokemon to put on your bench. It's free to wait for that. They can't red card you when you're starting the game. Oh, Tentacruel. All right, Misty, are we ending my win streak? Not today, Satan. Must be Friday, chat. Kind of hoping for another basic to be able to play around Sabrina for a turn, I think. Oh, actually, I'd like to draw our Sabrina to put their Tentacruel up to buy us time. Would be ideal. Perfect. Energy here. We'll Sabrina them up. Do I need to potion here? I think I'm supposed to potion because it plays around. Nah, it doesn't play around anything, right? Does it play around anything? Because getting knocked out of my bench doesn't do anything. And they have like X speed second Sabrina. I think I'd rather have the potion for the Machamp. Yeah, it plays around Sabrina Blizzard, but the extra knockout point for the Meowth doesn't really matter, right? Why Sabrina now, Jeff? Because they have to have X speed to attack with Articuno if I Sabrina them. So, unless there's a double X speed here, seems Seems like we should be in a pretty decent spot here, yeah? I evolved this out just cuz. Think so? Maybe I should have X-sped to kept the energy on it. They have Potion to live for a turn. I wonder if there was a world where, because they were setting the Tentacruel up to die, I was supposed to use the Shadow Claw on the Persian to clear the Tentacruel, and then make them clear the Persian with the Articuno to put Machamp up after that. Yeah, I think I messed up here. I think I was supposed to pressure with Persian while also threatening like the potions and stuff that they're probably sandbagging. Or the Greninja, since they're bricking on they were bricking on Frogadair. Still in trouble to Sabrina. Why do I care about a Sabrina? If they Sabrina me, they get their second knockout point. That's not 3, they only have 1. Persian's not an EX. You have a potion? You don't have a potion. Okay. So, we're very done here then, right? It's like puzzling play for the opponent. Yeah, them Sabrina egg would be actively good for us. So it would mean my Machamp wouldn't be taking a hit. Keep my Machamp being as healthy as possible. I don't think we're playing out any bench Pokemon here. Our deck is empty and their deck still has 7 cards in it. Meowth gaming gamers. They have Weezing's an alright B tier deck. I think Gardevoir is pretty mediocre in it. You don't really have room for 2 Stage 2 Pokemon. Alright, gamers. It's 2 in a row with Machampion. Can he go the distance? Works surprisingly well. You should enter some of the community tournaments if you think your deck is actually good. Go top 8 or top 16 something, or maybe even win it all. If the only thing you can say to someone asking you why your deck idea works or is good is, well, I'm winning with it, you don't really understand the question. Variance cuts both ways. It's very possible to win plenty with decks that aren't very good. Especially if you're a good player. Most of the decks I play here are bad, and we still win plenty with them. Yeah, having first energy advantage. Yikes. Let's see if we can get another win in spite of it. Diglett Onyx. Some spicy gaming from the opponent. fighting Pidgeot. I think I'm supposed to spend energy to draw a card, but it's close. It might be right to just build up Machamp, but building up Machamp is kind of worthless if I don't draw Machoke. Jokes and 9 cards, 1 research. Lovely. Okay, and now I think the plan is put the Persian out. I'm evolving into the Persian, so that way, if they draw their Doug Trio, they don't knock out the Meowth in 1. I don't think I want to play this. I'm a little sad against Sabrina. But they'd have to have Sabrina plus Doug Trio to really make me sad, right? The problem with playing the Kangaskhan out is it's bad into Sabrina after they clear the Persian. Alright, so Pokeball should be their draw for the turn, which should mean there's no Doug Trio. We swapping these out here? Must be with the second energy, right? And I think we're good to go from here, yeah? We evolve this, we let them take their second knockout point, and then Machampion literally just one-shots 3 things in a row here on their side of the board. The Persian having the flex to deal damage, but also just the flex to, like, take a hit for a turn while I build my Machamp up seems great. Ready to lose to Doug Trio coin flips. It's true. It's definitely possible. And now we're explicitly not playing out any other basic Pokemon because we want them to have to deal with this to get their last knockout point. One Omega Punch. Have you noticed a lack of Mewtwo in the event so far? I think there was a lot of everything in these types of events. I think none of the event cues are going to be nearly as hyper-focused as the tournament metagame is. Opponent packs it up, packs it in. Another one for Meowth Machamp. Consecutive wins, video gamers. Stand up for a little bit, huh? Will there still be Marvel Snap content? We played Marvel Snap earlier today, and now we're playing Pokemon Pocket for the rest of the day. Drops for Marvel Snap start on Tuesday, so we'll be doing a bunch of Marvel Snap then. This is a very good start for us. We're going second, and we just have the Machamp hits you, Machoke hits you, Machamp hits you curve. Hey, Moose, thank you for the 52 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Machamp, when you have it on 1, 2, 3, is very good when going second. 20 into 50 into 120 into constant 120s for the rest of the game on 188 point torque. If they don't evolve or potion here, they're in a lot of trouble. Honestly, I'm gonna play the Persian out too, just so if they try and red card the Machamp out of my hand, I'm pretty likely to redraw it. So they'll get 1 energy on Ivysaur this turn. I'll clear the Lilligant. They'll get 1 energy, a 2nd energy on Ivysaur. I'll clear the Kangaskhan. They'll get a 3rd energy on Ivysaur. I'll hit them for 120. If they have Venusaurs and enough Ericas, they could keep up with Machamp here, potentially. Them playing out a 4th basic means they're susceptible to Sabrina now, though, which is nice. I like that I just never have to think about whether or not I want a potion in this deck, because the answer is always I just want Machamp to be as healthy as possible. He's our lad. If he can't do it, no one can. I like this Machamp art a lot too. It's my favorite one. I conveniently have 2 of them. The only other question we kind of have to decide this game is, do I start building up Persian or do I start building up 2nd Machamp? Probably 2nd Machamp, yeah. Or need Sabrina. If we draw the 2nd Machamp, we might be okay. Machoke, Machamp, or Sabrina, one of the 2. They could also just not have Venusaur, but there's only going to be 4 cards in their deck, so pretty good chance they have that. Yeah, second potion would give us a turn as well. Yeah. So few live draws here. 9 cards in my deck. Opponent has no Venusaur and is gone. Is Dragonite good? It is not. You should check out... Nope, what is my best decks? Was it top decks? Check out my top decks roundup for Pokemon Pocket. Dragonite is D tier. And honestly, I think anybody trying to tell you Dragonite is above D tier lacks the experience and authority to help you understand which decks are good. Dragonite has consistently been registered in tournaments and consistently does very, very poorly. And is not a consistent or good deck. Even the best versions of it are very middling. It's a very fun card. It's a very novel card. It's a fan favorite Pokemon, but it is not competitive in Pokemon Pocket. All right, gamers. The fifth win. Can we do it? Can we do the one shot, one hit special? We have first energy advantage, and we have Machamp into Machoke into Machamp. This is my 5th game playing in the Emblem event. One shot, one opportunity. It's our chance to roll. Special streamer client, yep. Our final boss is psychic, they are. Noteworthy that EX Machamp with Giovanni one-shots Alakazam, while Alakazam, while my Machamp has 3 energy, only does 170, which is short on us unless they also have Giovanni. I couldn't evolve Machoke. Last turn was my first turn. You can't evolve Pokemon until they've been in play for a full turn cycle. Which is why, again, the Machoke Machamp curve while going second is so good. Because it lets you go attack for 20 with your first energy, evolve attack for 50, evolve attack for 120. It goes out real clean 1, 2, 3 right on up when going second. Potion technically plays around Giovanni. Potioning before you play the hand scope is a questionable decision from our opponent. Oh, they've got the red card. Look at how good red card is. Can you believe that players like myself think red card is bad? We must be terrible. You should definitely listen to all those people that tell you to play red card, chat. Please, for the love of God, put more red cards in your deck. It's extra difficult for me to win when my opponents play good cards instead of red card. What's the actual percentage chance for you to get Machamp back in that last situation? What was it? There were 16 cards in my deck, 15 cards? For 15 cards, I was getting 4 cards. I was 48% to redraw Machamp with that red card, but there were also 2 researches in my deck, and my chance of redrawing Machamp or drawing research to draw into Machamp was 76%. So 3/4 of the time there, my opponent's card did functionally nothing. Red card is a statistically very bad Pokemon pocket card. And people who are playing it are wrong and don't understand basic statistics. One shot, one hit, gamers. Machampion Persian with the clean 5-0. Thanks for the emblem. Easy. What an easy game. Oh, this is definitely tomorrow's YouTube video. Easy 5 wins with Machamp Persian. Should we play some more? I'm gonna play some more with this one. We need to take an ad break after this next game. We'll do that, and we'll put the deck list up then for people that want the details. This is based off of the Machamp Persian deck from the new decks roundup that I posted today, but I cleaned up some of the details and cut the bad cards like red card that they were playing. Machamp's, chat. It's fine. Tomorrow's payday, we'll find them then. I think the addition of Persian makes Meowth a lot more appealing in this deck compared to others that I've seen Meowth played in. Persian, letting you buy an extra turn to build up Machamp with Meowth. And letting you actually deal damage in edge cases is important. So, just to call something out here, because I know people always want tips for doing well in these events. What I'm showing you here is really key to being successful in events like this one. You'll note that I have strategically waited to have a bad draw until after I got my 5th win. So making sure you allocate your variance appropriately and take your losses early as opposed to having your bad draws when you're like 3 or 4 wins in. This is tactical and important. Loadout, I'm writing. Good. Take notes on this for sure. See, chat? You skillfully make sure they flip 5 heads on Misty after you've already secured your 5 wins in a row. Very, very tactical here. So playing Kangaskhan is good against Sabrina this turn, but it'll be bad against Sabrina the following turn. I think I want a Kanga. Because I have the 2 X speeds to pull it back out later, I think. I think it's important that I think it's important that I don't get my Machoke cleared this turn. This is a good play from them. Honestly, are we gonna win this game? Unironically, this game is not over. Yeah, I was hoping they'd retreat the Starmie too, but they played well. I think I'm still supposed to do this, and then if they put the Starmie up, I clear them with the Giovanni. But they played around that last turn, so I assume they don't do it this turn. I assume they put the Lapras up and crack me for 80. Yeah, this is good. But opponents played this game really well. They got lucky with their coin flip on the Misty, obviously, but they've made good decisions in addition to that. And then I have my potion here, so we're beating Giovanni next turn, which is nice. And I have second Machamp building up here, and they have no knockout points. So there's a chance that we're gonna have time to use that. $180 HP is a lot of HP. Machamp is a chunky lad. Yes, he is thick. They had the Giovanni too. All right, and then obviously the opponent is dead here, but I'm a lover, not a fighter. So I would like the record to reflect that we won that game. But I'm gonna help a friend out. Hedge, thank you for